Khabib Tony is on April 18th. It's happening.
April 18th is happening. Where are we going to go? Is it going to be in Abu Dhabi? Is it going to be in Russia? Do you know yet?
I do, but I'm not ready to tell you yet.
You are a big teaser.
I know lots of things.
Logistically, that's got to be a nightmare. I mean, what are the biggest issues now you face? Because not only is it tough moving a fight on short notice from where it was going to be, but now you have this global pandemic that's creating havoc with travel and everything. How do you overcome all that? Are people going to fly private?
Yeah, those are all the things that we're still working on. Obviously, you know, every time we put on an event every weekend, there's all kinds of problems. Lots of things happen. Logistically, and as far as, you know, tons of different things happen.
The Ali Abdelaziz just put in a question. He said, send location. What can you tell him?
It's coming soon.
I have a feeling he knows the location, though.
He doesn't know. I haven't told anybody. He doesn't know either.
So as y'all heard, Dana White already have found a new location for Khabib versus Tony. It's going down April 18th. However, Dana White did not reveal the location or where UFC 249 will be held. Most likely, it will be a closed event to the public due to the coronavirus outbreak. Therefore, yes, Dana White and the UFC is going to lose on the gate, but the bright side to that, there is no other sport to compete with. So that's going to give the event UFC 249 an extra push, which could make up for the lost gate. Even though there's no telling statistically what's the exact push going to be like. However, since coronavirus knocked out all sports, from NFL to NBA to boxing, even the Olympics got postponed, and there's nothing to watch on TV while people are stuck at home, that's obviously going to give UFC 249 an extra push, which they saved their biggest card yet. I mean, Khabib versus Tony is one of the biggest fights of all time that UFC ever held. For them to save that card during this time is one of the smartest planning by UFC and Dana White. And other sports like boxing need to take notes and follow the blueprint of the UFC, where yes, they lose out on the gate, but they capitalize on the fact there is no sports on TV. So that will give the sport an extra push, and people will be tuning in, especially when it's a mega fight like Khabib versus Tony. People thought it wasn't going to happen. Dana White told us it will happen. The show must go on. And Khabib versus Tony, stylistically, is a 50-50 fight. Of course, I got to go with Khabib. You know, I ride for him, ride or die. But Tony is a dangerous opponent, especially with his elbows, with his kicks. I mean, he has so many weapons. It's ridiculous. But, of course, on the other hand, Khabib, if you wrestle a bear, a human is going to be A-OK for you. So I won't be too surprised if he make Tony look ordinary. But at the same time, like I say time and time again, Tony is Khabib's most dangerous opponent yet. With that being said, I'm glad they saved this card. This fight got postponed for the 5th time. I mean, it got canceled like 4 times before. So when they canceled it for the 5th time, or postponed it, I should say, I really thought we will never see this fight. I thought it was destiny. However, I'm glad Dana White and UFC saved this card in particular. So shout out to Dana White and the UFC for working overtime in order to save their biggest event. And obviously, I will tell y'all to go ahead and grab y'all tickets for April 18th. But since there wouldn't be any crowd, in my opinion, it's just too late. And the outbreak of coronavirus wouldn't allow it. So we pretty much stuck at home watching this fight. However, that's good enough. Something better than nothing. With that being stated, obviously, it's just going to be the media members and the people who need to be there and the fighters themselves, fight night. And we could all watch it on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. And last but not least, who are y'all picking to win this fight? Khabib/Khabib or Tony, and why? And subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decafs /old media. Of course, If you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is subscribe below and click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision. Is a boxing debate / talk show where our keys pound for pound #1 when it comes to boxing debate, the past, present, and future pound for pound. So call in, tune in. This is the Boxing Brotherhood. Akhi stand for my brother. We talk about UFC and any striking sports some of the times, especially when it's Khabib fighting. So if you follow Khabib, you already know I report on everything he does because that's the GOAT. With that being stated, subscribe below, click on the notification bell, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Ak TV. Peace, and we out here.